Hi everyone, welcome back to TS Talk Sport. Hope you're all doing good. Now in this one, just talking about Ainsley Maitland Niles. Now, the I want to call him like the young James Milner in a sense. I'm not saying he's as good as James Milner, but what I mean by that is his versatility, you know, his most natural position as far as I'm aware is playing in the central midfield, and he hasn't really been given the opportunity to play that position that much at Arsenal. He's slotted in, done a job, playing as a left wing back, as a left back, most notably playing as a right back, and he's had a couple opportunities playing central midfield and even an opportunity playing at right wing. So he's played all around the gaff. I think he's probably even played a one game as a third centre half. It generally wouldn't surprise me, but he was the main guy for Arteta in that right back position when he came in. There's been reports that he's been late to training a couple of times, and because of that, Arteta's not really favouring him. And the latest reports are stating that Arsenal want 20 million for him. And the one thing I don't like about it is that saying that Arsenal want 20 million for Ainsley Maitland-Niles to fund Aubameyang's contract. It's like, well, let's be honest here. We don't need to sell Maitland-Niles to fund Aubameyang's contract. That's the reality of it. I think there's some Arsenal fans that would prefer to see him play at right back than they would Hector Bellerin. I spoke about Bellerin the other day and how he's wanted, for 27 million pound. We'd be happy to let him go. And I've already spoke about Max Aaron as an alternative, someone to replace Bellerin with. There's definitely players within the side that we need to sell this summer. I don't see how 20 million funded from selling Maitland-Niles fully goes into a contract for Aubameyang. There's players like Socrates that need to go, El Neni, Mkhitaryan, Mustafi. There's players there that alone them going helps fund contracts for the likes of Aubameyang. And at the same time, not just Aubameyang, Lacazette now comes in at the end of the month. I'm sure comes into the last 2 years of his contract. So what does that mean then? Does that mean that we're going to offer him a new contract also? Because if not, if Lacazette's going to go, because a lot of the talk seems like he may head off in the summer, and he's seeking assurances. Well, I'm sure that Lacazette's wages added to what Aubameyang's currently on, I'm sure that would be suitable enough for him. So I don't know. For me, would I sell Maitland-Niles? Now I probably would, because he's come out a couple of times and said he doesn't really want to play at right back, which is honest of him, and there's never nothing wrong with being honest. But at the same time, sometimes you got to look at your situation and look at where you're at and think, well, I'm not really a right back, but I'm getting in the first team at Arsenal and I'm doing a job there. It's quite similar to Saka. I know Lundberg was the man that first put him as a left wing back, and he wasn't really happy about it. Within that game, he ended up going into left back, and he scored a goal and created an assist. And ever since then, he's more or less done a job there, and probably you probably have to say he's been our best left back all season, and he's not even a left back. So sometimes you got to look at your situation. But my question is, for clubs coming in for Maitland-Niles now, is what position are they going to want to play him in? Because when he's played in midfield, he seems quite prone to mistakes. So our club's going to want to buy him and play him in midfield. I think many clubs would buy him and want to play him at right wing back or right back. Really depends on the setup they go for. So for me, I probably would sell him. Can we get 20 million for him? I don't know. I think a lot of that value is more on the potential of the player he can become, more than what he's done at present. That's my personal opinion on it. I think he's a good player. I would like to see him get more opportunities in midfield, but there's been many times when he gets the opportunity and he's made mistakes. So I can understand why he's not up there in the pecking order. But that's my thoughts on it. I'd be grateful to get your thoughts in the comment section below, and if you haven't already done so, go hit that subscribe button now, and I'll catch you next time.